All right, man's best friend.
Man's best friend.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. I haven't seen this movie since like 1994.
This is my first time seeing it ever.
Oh, really? You never saw? Okay.
I was expecting like a low-rent version of Cujo. Instead,
no.
Wow, this is okay. This you already know, even without seeing that, it's a killer dog movie.
Yes.
However, this isn't just any killer dog.
No.
This is a super dog, genetically bred with snake DNA.
Yes.
Built
and other DNA. Lots of DNA.
Yeah. Too many to name.
Yeah.
And it's built to be a deadly weapon. Has super speed, super jumping, super climbing. Pisses acid.
Knows a lot about car parts. Is very versed in car parts.
Yeah. And late in the film, all of a sudden, it does like a predator cloaking invisibility. I thought I was losing my mind when I saw that.
James, I forget, who recommended this? But was this me or you?
You.
Oh, it was me. Okay, so I haven't seen this since I was a kid. My mom rented it because the cover is a Rottweiler. It's not a Rottweiler in the movie. It's a Tibetan Mastiff that looks like a Rottweiler. I grew up with Rottweilers. I had one named Reggie.
It's also like half metal, too.
Yeah. And I had a Rottweiler named Max, which is the name of the dog in the movie. So I remember watching it as a kid. I remembered specific things, but I haven't watched it in so long. I was watching it the other night. I couldn't stop laughing and screaming why and what. Yeah. This is, tone-wise, this is the most confusing movie we watched in a long time. Like,
it's one of them, yeah.
This feels like we talked about how Leprechaun was supposed to be like a Gremlins type movie and was changed to rated R. This feels like it was a rated R movie that they tried to get to PG-13.
Okay.
They didn't succeed because there's cartoon music. Oh. Like the movie is filmed like a comedy for most of the movie. Like all the dog stuff is filmed like a comedy with cartoon whimsical music.
Turn around.
And then it's serious when Lance Henriksen is on the screen. And then it goes back. I was so confused. I couldn't figure out what was going on.
Yeah, especially that predator cloaking. I laughed myself to tears because it only happens once. Yeah. It's just like the way most of these dogs, the dog's superpowers, he only uses them kind of like, he has so many different abilities and you only see it do him like once. Yeah. And it just keeps getting more and more ridiculous, but nothing can prepare you for that predator cloaking. And it first happens in like the background. Like you see like, these characters are talking. And I thought it was a glitch on the TV or something. I'm like, wait, what just happened? What was that in the background?
It looks like there's like a mistake, Yeah,
and I was like, what was that? And then I see the dog come out. And
so the beginning of this movie, you know how they were like, you know, build up to your monster? I thought we were going to see like them making the dog and they start to notice the dog. Because I haven't remembered this movie. No, this dog is straight up evil, and it just kills someone right away.
Oh, and it has a body count, like a big one. It kills 11 people, I think, in this whole movie. God. Or 11 people, including animals. That doesn't count people who it's injured and didn't fatally, you know.
So it kills one scientist, and then there's these investigative reporters that, because they want to show that they're doing illegal testing or something, and they break in with the biggest VHS camera I've ever seen with a giant light on it. Wearing like denim over, like dressed super nice.
It's not discreet, really.
No, it's not stealthy at all. So they find the dog and they take it home, and I guess the dog likes the girl and is like, oh yeah, she's great. And then Lance Henriksen is basically like, oh no, our super weapon got out, we need to get it back.
He's like the Sam Loomis in this movie.
Yeah.
He's just like, he's the only one who knows like what trouble the dog is gonna, you know.
And just no one's taking him seriously. It's just a dog. The dog kills famous stuntman Thomas Rosales Jr. The guy who like mugs her, gets her purse, but you don't find out he killed him till like way later in the movie. They find his body. So basically, the dog is very jealous. Like it bonds. Apparently, it bonds with you, and if you break that bond, it gets very aggressive. Because like,
it's kind of like Monkey Shines.
Monkey Shines.
That's a movie.
That is a movie. Because I guess Lance Henriksen had a bond with it, but then he shot it when it was attacking the girl, so that broke his bond. So it wanted someone else. And the dog is creepy. Like, the dog can be cute, but it's creepy when he's, like, watching the girl and her boyfriend and stuff. Like, through the keyhole.
Yeah.
And its eye is like a camera, almost. Oh, my God. Like,
I mean, this movie would have worked if it was just some, like, you know, crazy rabid dog. But they had to make it, like, this supernatural.
So I looked it up, like, it's the director of Child's Play 2, and he helped write some of the Child's Play movies. So part of me is like, is this a horror comedy? But it doesn't feel... It never lands on if it's straight up horror or comedy. Also, again, the dog knows car parts. I want to stress that. There's a guy working on the car, and he's like, oh, I need a brake line, and the dog picks it up. It's like, no combination of DNA in the world is going to have a dog know what a goddamn brake line is.
Yeah, like maybe the chameleon DNA made more sense than that for the cloaking thing, but
yeah. And then later in the movie, by the way, I loved the boyfriend in this movie. He was the only character who I relate. Like, I'm like, oh, he's like, look, you already brought the parrot in. Now you bring a giant dog from a lab. Like, you can't have this dog. And then later on, the dog cuts his brake line. And I was expecting, like, a huge explosion. It didn't happen. But I love that the boyfriend figures it out right away. He goes, oh, that dog's trying to kill me. There's no, like, mystery. He's like, well, clearly it's the dog.
Yeah. Another laugh out loud part I had was when you see the mailman walk up to the doorstep and he's whistling, and you're like, okay, a mailman who you've only seen this one scene, you know he's in big trouble. Like, you know he's not gonna make it.
Yeah.
A mailman in this type of movie.
Yeah. Oh, you know who else?
Whistling and
you know who else doesn't make it? That poor cat. What was the cat's name again?
So you had a dog named Max.
Yeah.
I have a cat named Boo. And the cat named Boo in this movie gets killed, which I was not happy with at all in any way.
So this is one of the two scenes that stood out the most to me. So they show earlier in the movie that it's got like leopard-like skills, like it can climb a tree like a leopard. And when you see a leopard climbing, it kind of hugs the tree.
Yeah.
So
and you see the claws like come out. Like,
so you see the dog go to climb, and it's not hugging the tree because dogs can't do that. It's clearly shuffling, and it looks scared and nervous to do it. And then when they want to show up the tree, they tilt the camera sideways, and it's on a soundstage, and the background looks so goddamn fake, and it's just so awkward. And then he eats the cat, and it's like this stupid puppet head of a dog with an even worse puppet cat scream.
He doesn't like eat the cat. He just swallows it all like a snake. By the way, they did say snake DNA.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So the dog is actually a good actor, like the physical dog.
Yeah.
But whenever it cuts to the puppet, it just looks like such shit. It looks so terrible.
The dog is called a son of a bitch in this movie. Like, well, technically, that's correct.
True. This movie also does the thing where it name drops its title. When Lance Henriksen is like, this isn't man's best friend.
We're not talking about man's best friend here.
So the second most horrifying scene is the one with the collie. The dog, the lady dog, where like Max looks at the lady dog.
Oh, God.
And the lady dog like goes into the house, and I like... Again, I watched this as a kid. Something sparked in my brain. I'm like, oh no. I was there with my old roommate. We were watching this together, and I was like, oh no, I know where this is going. Like, so the dog is chasing. By the way, they're playing this cute song. They call it Puppy Love. And the collie goes up into the bed, and I'm like, oh no, this is going to get bad. My friend was just like, oh no, she's just playing coy. It cuts to the dog screaming. Like, was there a dog rape in this movie? And it was treated as a comedy. I like spit my drink out. I just started screaming, what? Like, I thought, I thought this was the movie I would have the least amount to say. Wow. I couldn't believe it. And then it ends tragically, I guess. The Lance Henriksen kills the dog, and the dog kills him.
Which I had to rewind that part because I actually did not understand what happened because it's the way it's edited. Yeah. So Lance Henriksen like shoots the dog.
Yeah.
You see the dog, like
the dog's like,
but then it cuts back to Lance Henriksen falling in the exact same way as the dog.
I guess the shotgun like blasts him back through the window.
I guess, yeah. So he smashes through a window and then lands on something electrical.
Oh my god! Wait. So the boyfriend, the girl gets rid of the dog, sends him to a junkyard, and then he kills a guy. And the boyfriend feels bad that she had to get rid of the dog, so he gets her like a puppy. And they show that the puppy knows how to unplug wires. And you're like, oh, that's a weird thing. And it turns out it's set up for the end of the movie where like Lance Henriksen falls in the thing and the dog fucks with the wire and electrocutes it. So a puppy kills Lance Henriksen in this movie. feet.
Does that count as 12 then? 12 deaths? Or maybe, I don't know.
I think the puppy is the one that kills, so that's one for the puppy.
Oh, well, yeah, but death by an intelligent dog, though.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Because that's just a regular dog. I can't believe there wasn't a sequel to this, because they definitely set one up.
Oh, yeah, they did.
The main girl, who's the like, goth girl from The Breakfast Club. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, okay.
They go to the collie, who has a bunch of puppies, and there's one that's a Tibetan Mastiff, and then that song plays again. I was shocked they didn't make more sequels to this.
Yeah.
It made money, but I think it's one of those things where it's like, all right, we made our money, but our reviews are shit.
Wow. When did this come out again?
93. So this is a few months after Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay. I made a movie called Death Puppy in 2000.
Yeah.
If I would have seen this, I would have just gave up and like, no, it's been done better than it could have ever been.
I will say, like I said, the cover's going to mislead you because it looks like a Rottweiler who is a robot. It is not a Rottweiler or a robot, but there is a movie called Rottweiler about a Rottweiler who is a robot. We'll have to revisit that at some point too.
Yeah. Does the dog piss in somebody's face?
I don't know. Oh my god, it melts the boyfriend's face.
It melts and pisses in his fucking face.
Oh my god, I felt so bad for him. I'm like, and he doesn't die either, so he's just got to go through life with like. Imagine him like trying to date someone afterwards. So what happened to your face? Well, my girlfriend brought a chameleon snake dog, and then it pissed. Buster, what animal has acidic piss? Like, other than they're ripping off aliens, what animal gave it that power?
Yeah, Lance Henriksen has a thing for, like...
Yeah. Speaking of which, the 2 days after I rewatched this, I saw Lance Henriksen at Monster Mania. Oh, cool. He was walking around, so I didn't want to bother him, but, like, in the back of my head, I'm like, all I wanted to do was be like, hey, was Man's Best Friend a joke? Can you explain that to me? Like, that's all I wanted to say to him. Not asking about aliens or Terminator, just like, hey, was Man's Best Friend a joke? Was that serious? What was the real with that? Oh my god. That's all I got to say. I can't believe that was a movie.
Wow. It definitely is. It's unexpected. And
it's very unexpected.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Chameleon dog.